is one. Always government limits drugs. But I wonder why the drugs don't last for even 2 weeks. They are done. And I have a proposal. Thank you. I have a proposal as we are now moving towards enlarging a regional hospital. I pray that it should go storage because the region is too big and people fall sick all the time. I had that to add on what my previous speaker had submitted. I beg to submit.
My wife came here to deliver. She delivered, but the nurse denied her to pick the baby because she needed soap, jig, around 3 items. It prompted me to leave the village at 1 o'clock. I came, I went to town talks, I bought the things, and I delivered. The next morning, I went to the facility, and I looked for the person in charge of the facility. When I talked to them, they explained to me that they have challenges in regards to G and those other things. And today, for us who are listening, we heard from the director, 633 million versus catchment area. I don't know when you translate to service delivery. I don't know what it calculates. So the team that has come from State House, it's not about coming here to entice us and you walk back. In terms of politics, I think we need to take it seriously. Secondly, I needed to see policymakers here because there are issues that deal with policy. When you are talking about the facility being small, the budget being small or meager, it needed the policymakers so that when they listen to us here, they should be able to go and advocate. We have approximately 41 members of parliament for the sub-region, but we are not benefiting anything from them as leaders. So we expect this. 2, in Soroti Regional Hospital, Referral Hospital, there is what they call private wing and ordinary wing. As a member of Tax Justice Alliance Uganda, I don't know whether that money that is paid at the private sector on the private side is being taxed and who takes the money. So you should explain to us where that money goes. Just at the entrance, when you enter, there is somebody who picks money for the motorcycles at 1,000 shillings. I have always rejected, and they have known me every time I go there. So if that money is being picked, who is the one in charge of that money? Can you take it to the city? Can the city now make it a business and generate money to the city? So we need to find out about it. And then the city scan. Members, on Wednesday, a friend called me. He needed to go for that CT scan check. The best place I would recommend it because they told him from here the machine does not work. So you have to board from here up to Kiwambare. Very expensive, and that's a taxpayer. And I believe some of you who are seated there, you already have cards for going for treatment. Immediately you fall sick, you just get a card, you go and they test you, and you are okay. So members, as we are seated here, we are not happy, things are dilapidated. To NMS, we've had, I am also part of the village guy who monitors government facilities, most especially the lower local government health units. You can imagine, I want to give a scenario, NMS driving from Kampala to come and deliver condoms in a health facility. Then they go back. Then the village and the drugs. They are not drugs, these guys are selling drugs. So leaving the nurses and the community at the crossroad. That's why you need the policymakers.
I did that according to government plan. Reach the time of delivery. My wife is supposed to deliver at around 10 in the evening. It reaches up to around 5 when she's in a critical condition to die. Do you know what the doctor told me? Doctor said, you most likely to lose the woman or the child. If not the child, it's the woman. Otherwise, both of them are in a critical condition. Why? The delay of the doctors who are working at night, there was no doctor that day, even a single doctor. midwife who was there. I paid money for the facilities needed there, and she told me that if your child died, don't blame me. Where is the problem? It is the government. They are not monitoring what is happening in the hospital. The doctor who came to operate my wife, I got through God and friendship, but not from the resident where I am staying and where they have deployed the doctors to come and help me. A friend from Kampala, Molago, is the one who connected me to the doctor who was off duty. When that man came in at around 5, he told me that. Then he said, if the child died, don't blame me. I'm off duty, but I'm just coming here to help you as a friend. Look at that scenario, and it is a government work. I really feel it so bad.